Welcome, 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 welcome. I got some breaking news. Of course, it's not even breaking news because it's out here. It's not breaking news because it's already out here. But I swear, man, and I talked about this a long time ago, and I was talking about these mothers who mother their sons. And Jim Jones and his mother have taken the cake. I mean, some things, man, I just would not want to tell public. Some things you just need to keep to your damn self. And the fact that he thought it was normal. The fact that Jim Jones think it's normal for his mother to teach him how to tongue kiss. It's that's almost on a level of sleeping with your sister, kissing your mother in the mouth. Now, I can't make this up. You can't make this up. There's just certain things that you don't do. You don't kiss mama in the mouth like that. And mama sure not going to be teaching me how to tongue kiss. Nolan's in the house. Monaco in the house. Mama is just not going to teach me how to kiss because I would throw up. Rest in peace to my mother, my beautiful mother. And they got some women out here that really think that they can teach a man how to be a man, a boy how to be a man. And there's just certain things that you just don't do. But now I understand why Jim Jones had problems. Well, shout out to Cherokee Toulouse. Now I understand why this man has problems with women. Why Jim Jones have problem with women? Just ask Chrissy. Just ask Chrissy how his mother has interfered in their marriage. You just don't kiss your mama in the mouth like that. And your mama not going to be experimenting because if she's going to allow that part, if she gonna let you kiss her in the mouth, what else she gonna be doing? What kind of mother doing that? Look, I have lost all respect for Jim Jones' mama because I don't get it. That is just something that you don't cross the line on. And that's just something that I feel like is just gross in my opinion. I mean, I ain't nowhere in the world, I would want anybody to know that I've been sucking and kissing my mama's lips. Trying to learn how to kiss something that is natural, something that you learn natural. There is nobody supposed to teach you that. That is something that you naturally learn. People don't teach people how to kiss and have sex. You know what I'm saying, Cherokee Tulu? I just don't get it. Experiment learning. See, that's what I just, you wonder why these men are the way they are. You wonder why the men are the way they are, and you see the effects of some of these men who cannot treat women in the right manner. Jim Jones tripping. There's no way in the world I'm going to tell somebody some shit like that, even if my mother done, and I know Doris wouldn't have never done something like that. God rest the dead of my mother, Doris. She wouldn't have never. Well, I barely kissed her on the cheek. I mean, golly. I mean, something is crazy. Shout out to Charles. That is just too much. And you wonder what's going on in our community. You wonder why these young men, a lot of these young men needed a daddy in their life, and some of these alpha mothers, Some of these alpha mothers, and that brother right there he don't have a great relationships, man. Go look at it. You can see that why he don't want to marry and why he doesn't have commitments in his life. You can see why, because he has been taught by his mother, letting his mother kiss him all in the mouth like that. That's just some things that you don't do. You don't kiss your sister. You don't kiss your stepsister. I don't give a damn. You don't kiss your stepbrother. You don't be doing shit like that. You don't be doing things like that. That's just violating. You don't kiss your mama like that. You don't kiss your grandma in the mouth like that. I used to avoid the old people who tried to sneak a kiss in the mouth. There's some old nasty motherfuckers. No, all at the church, all back in them days when I was young. Boy, them old sisters try to come for the lips. They tried to come for the lips. Woo, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord, y'all, that's incest, man. I mean, this is, and some people gonna brush this over, and some people gonna say, man, that wasn't nothing. It was just that she just showing affection to her son and all that other stuff and all that. Man, I don't care what nobody said. This is just beyond ridiculous. I just couldn't hold this in. I couldn't believe that people are still. I can't believe that mothers are out here. And I don't, fathers, I don't believe mothers and fathers should be kissing they children in their lips like that. What kind of, she was trying to control every moment of his life. See, the problem is she was looking at that young man as looking like she probably was remembering her husband or something. But there's just certain things you don't do, Aborigine community. I just thought it was gross. I could not believe, what I have seen. I just could not believe. Make it make sense for me. And if anybody want to come on and the 504 Indigenous Warrior did drop the link in the chat if you would like to come on and tell me, do you think it's normal? And have you ever had experiences as a young person of an older person doing something like that? Because if you ask me, that is just beyond, that's man, that messes with children as they grow up. And there's a lot of molestation goes on, the family turn the other cheek and stuff like that. The family have seen family members who where the uncle has went too far, the auntie has went too far. Maybe hopefully you didn't go through a situation like that where they were doing tampering with their own family members. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of discussing things in families that you hear, and it's just crazy to hear it from Jim Jones. And that's one thing, man. I would have never ever, shout out to Big Dog Philly, I wouldn't have never ever told the world something like that. And then he was looking and he was acting like it was normal. That was the thing that killed me. The fact that he was looking and acting like it was normal. That is not normal to be tongue kissing your mother. That is not normal to tongue kiss your mother. Y'all have to hide it or it will come back again. I mean, it's crazy. I don't understand. And it's like, you understand. I do understand why we have generational curses, why we have marital problems, why we're young people. If you really look at it, there's a lot of brothers and sisters that just can't keep a good marriage. And it starts with the mother. It starts with the father. It starts with family. And you don't understand how that can really hurt people, other relationships with outside women, outside men, that can hurt relationships. When you got your mother out here tongue kissing you, that's crazy. It's just not normal. And some people are gonna make this make this unnormal situation normal. They'll walk around acting like, oh, this ain't nothing. You just blowing it out of proportion. You're looking for the views. If anybody tell me this shit is normal, you crazy. It's crazy. It's wicked. I mean, that's just something that you're doing. You know, I mean, some of these women, and I'm not saying all, some of these women want their young sons to be their husbands. And it's mental abuse. Mental abuse. And I always knew that woman was crazy. I'm sorry, Jim Jones' mother is crazy. Jim Jones' mother is crazy. I used to see how she used to be always seeking attention, how she used to always cause trouble for Chrissy. And when anytime that Chrissy is proposing to a man, I never understood why. You know, now they got women out here proposing to their men, and I don't know if he ever married her. I mean, the whole universe is just turning upside down, inside out. Like I said, if that happened, I would have never told nobody about that shit. Because he was looking crazy when people was questioning. He thought it was normal. The fact that the man thought it was normal that his mama kissed him in the mouth and taught him how to kiss, he thought the shit was normal. I mean, that is just ill will. I mean, he thought it was normal, family. He thought it was normal for his own mother to kiss him in the mouth and teach him how to kiss for these little thoughts out here. That's some backward shit. We don't normally do shit like this, our people. Our people don't normally get caught doing some shit like that. You normally hear that shit from the white people. I mean, goddamn. They took an L. I mean, that's a big L, Jim Jones. There's no way in the world I'm going to expose with that. That's some shit you keep to yourself. And that's what I talk about, mental illness. And that's what I talk about, things that are going on in our community that we just overlook, man. We have been through so many generational curses in our family. We are turned upside down, inside out. We have learned from our oppressor. Shout out to old son. We have been learning from our oppressor rather than learning the truth of the Most High, the spirit, not the church, not the religion, the sun, the energy. We just getting away from morals. Shout out to Brandon Rogers, one of the coolest cats on the block. Shout out to Brandon Rogers. I don't get it. I don't get it. Make it make sense. Tell me why you think that what the hell he done is right. Telling everybody that his mama tongued him, and maybe the man. That's why I kind of say, you know, maybe he didn't know that's something wrong with that, because he was tough. That happened to him as a child, and he grew up thinking that mother is everything. He believed that his mother, he loved his mother almost like you know he was pushing like his mother is his wife. I mean, Chrissy had no chance. Chrissy had no chance, family. I mean, it's crazy. I just don't get it. I don't understand that anybody who think that's normal, you need your noggin checked. if you think that is normal, you need your noggin checked, man. Because I swear, man, I can never, ever, ever, ever be trying to kiss on my sons. Come on, give Dad a good old juicy one. Man, that is sick. I mean, come on, man. I can see a kiss on the forehead, kiss on the side. I mean, I don't understand. But she was tonguing her son. He said he learned how to tongue kiss through his mother. Do you understand how gross that is? Could you imagine how nasty and gross that is? Jim Jones, you taking L's left and right. And in your old age, man, you should not be fucking telling people the shit you have done, man. That is just, oh Lord have mercy. It's sickening. It's just ridiculous. I mean, I heard a lot in the conscious community. I heard a lot of shit, man. But this one, this one here takes the Wolfpack. Let me tell you something, my Wolfpack in the chat. This is what I told you about generational curses. And if you don't believe in generational curses, I just want you to understand that it's out here. That's what I was talking about early on with my video about, protecting ourselves, the germs, these nasty motherfuckers out here creating diseases and shit. I'm going to tell you like this. I mean, a lot of these things stem from generational curses. And I keep telling y'all that a lot of in our families, bro, I'm telling y'all, there's a lot of dark secrets in the family. That's why some of these young ladies and young men have been molested as children, and they don't know how to love other people. Is because they've been tampered with when they were young by their own family members. It's crazy, and I want you guys to understand that. It's sad. It's sad, and we didn't have people that have been touched when it was little. All kind of shit have happened, and like I said, without that man's consciousness, he didn't know that was wrong to say. He didn't know that was wrong for his mother to be tongue kissing him in his mouth. He didn't realize how bad that looked, and that's what that was just really, really. It's hard for me to blame him because, like I say, if that happened to him, maybe he's the victim. If that happened to him, maybe he's the victim, and maybe we just saying how cuckoo Jim Jones is, and we need to really focus on his mother, who was tongue kissing her 10-year-old or 12-year-old son. His first kiss came around 10 or 12 years old, and she was doing the work for him. Some nasty shit, man. Woo! Lord, Aboriginal people. I swear, man. I tell you, man, it's getting worse and worse, worse and worse and worse. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know if you want to come on a panel, because I'm just very, shout out to First Lady. Shout out to First Lady in the house. I just don't get it. It just boiled when I tell you my blood is boiling, to understand that when I was watching the ATL shit that I watched, and I seen how his mother was acting, how she was giving hell to Chrissy, how she gave so much hell to that woman over her son. And this tells it all right now. Family, this tells it all. Anytime you think that you can kiss your son in the mouth, anytime you think you can tongue kiss your son in the mouth and think that's okay, that your son can grow up and believe in his mind that that's something okay. And there are so many other people out here that got dark secrets like this. There are so many other people who are not telling the truth about their life. But my advice to them to keep quiet, because Lord have mercy, this is going to be some serious backlash. I mean, literally, he could get his mom. Well, I guess he can't get his mom in trouble now. They old ass people now. He can't get his mom in trouble because they old ass people now. But who does that, y'all? What family? Like I said, God rest my mother, Doris, soul. God rest her soul. She would never done that to me. My mother loved me. She loved her son. I was a mama's boy. But my mother never tried to control my life. My mother never tried to do any sexual thing to teach me about sex. She didn't do all that stuff. I don't understand. This is the first. I have never understand. What woman in the chat, please tell me, are you doing these things to teach your sons about sex? Are you teaching your sons about sex? Are you doing these things I mean, please, in the chat, do you let me know if this some normal shit? Have you ever heard in your family that some woman is trying to teach her son about sex by demonstrating about sex? It just rocks my world. It makes me mad. And you wonder why these young men are so sexual. Rather than let things be natural. Rather than let things be natural. Not at all. My son just turned 22. Wow, your son just turned 22. I got a 21-year-old. I got a 20-year-old. I got a 17-year-old, and I got a 15-year-old. I cannot imagine. I could not imagine. What next thing you're gonna tell me is she was teaching him how to whack off? The next thing you're gonna tell me that she was teaching him, she was kissing him, tongue kissing him. The next thing you're gonna tell me she was teaching him how to masturbate. I mean, come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. And we have to call this shit out the way it is. This is ridiculous. I mean, prayers for Jim Jones. I didn't know that he was going through it like that. And I know he loved his mama. He loved his mama. He really loved his mama. The brother really loves his mother. But goddamn, man. I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know that this man was going to experiment. No wonder he really treated Chrissy as a second, treated that woman like she wasn't shit when it compared to his mama. They have certain things. My mother always taught me that she taught me how to treat women. She didn't want me to be all latched up under her. My mother didn't want me. My mother wanted me to be an independent man. I mean, people got to learn certain things naturally. That is just a form of control, psychopath. I have never seen him. I never, ever heard no shit like this. I mean, tell me, 504 Indigenous Warrior, have you ever heard this?
What I miss, Ralph?
I mean, dude, could you believe that Jim Jones' mother, Jim Jones admitted, now not his mother, Jim Jones admit that his mother taught him how to tongue kiss. And she didn't teach him how to tongue kiss with a teddy bear, brother. She didn't go get a teddy bear or some kind of doll to teach him how to tongue kiss. She literally put her tongue in her son's mouth and taught her son how to tongue kiss.
Boy, I know you fucking lying.
No, man, I ain't lying. This is going viral as we speak, my brother.
Boy, I know you fucking lying.
I have never. No, you hear this shit, bro. You hear this shit from Mongoloids no, really the white people. You
what kind of caveman?
I never heard this in my life. When it comes down to our people.
Boy, what kind of caveman Neanderthal shit they got going? Well, you know what? That's some New York motherfuckers. They're a different breed.
Bro, it's a different breed. But let me tell you something. Do you remember? You remember on that I think the ATL show that they had, the Atlanta thing, and you remember when he was about to marry Chrissy and she engaged to him, and he can never give his love to him because his mama always kept getting involved, didn't want him to get married to the girl, and his mother always act like she was the woman. And I used to always wonder. I just thought that was an overprotected.
But you know, at the end of the day, mothers never want their son to marry the girl they want to be with because the mama don't like them. The mama wants you to marry who she wants you to marry. So she gonna sabotage the relationship because she don't want to see you happy. And I know a person that's like that. You see what I'm saying? Don't want you can do everything you want for the parent, but the parent don't want to see you happy or be with anybody. And it's sad.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
that
like
ain't that
that.
crazy? That
Yeah.
that that you can get so old and that you have control. Because for one, Jim Jones was Jim Jones. So when they feel that Jim Jones is a big rapper and he has some money, they always fear that these new women gonna come around and get a piece of that money. Okay, but this man here had a melanin woman who actually loved him and was with him even through the thick and thin, been with him for years, even when he wasn't even that successful. And this woman stand behind him through thick and thin. And he brought this woman through hell over his mother. And this is where I talk about little boys that are men walking around like men, walking around looking like a man, but they truly little boys.
But see, that goes. Let me say something. When you elevate yourself and know thyself, you see what I'm saying? When you know, you're a grown man and you elevate yourself, your mama is your mama, but you got to know when to cut your mama off and put your family, your wife, or your fiance or your girlfriend first. You see what I'm saying? Because your mama have to stay in the mama role, and it's a line the mama not supposed to cross. But until you check your mama and put your mama in her place, she gonna always do it. You see what I'm saying? And that's what my brother had to do to my mama, cause she was always in my brother's business. This and that. My brother had to wait. My brother was like, hold on, mama, this is my motherfucking wife. You mind your business. This over here don't even concern you. You see what I'm saying? And that's what men have to start doing is putting their mamas in the place and they rightful space, and then you got to
Yeah,
go
but
take
my
care of
brother, I
family.
don't think normal families, like when you talk about that situation, that is correct. But I don't. Is it normal to hear that your mother is tongue
Fuck
kissing you to
no.
teach you
Boy,
how
I
to kiss,
better
brother?
kiss. Boy, I ain't never kissed my mama, boy. I ain't never kissed my mama on her mouth, her jaw, none of that shit, boy. Fuck out of here. I ain't never kissed my own daddy on the jaw. So you know it, boy. Boy, I don't even kiss my own daughter. I give her a hug like that there. Boy, I'm not putting my lips on nobody, boy, because I know what I do with my mouth. You see what I'm saying?
You
And, and,
you know, y'all,
and, and
you guys don't remember back in the days, in the church days, when we all used to be a part of church back. Because I'm pretty much sure all of us, including you, Cherokee Tulu, I know all of us came through church. Okay, and I know y'all remember them grandmas, them old people, the old sisters that was in the church, and them old sisters be old. I mean, they old, and not just the sisters, the brothers too. So I'm in your situation, Cherokee Tulu, they got these old nasty old deacons and stuff, and they're looking at you all sideways. I know they was looking at you. And same thing when it comes down to the women. Them old elder women trying to kiss you in the mouth. Now I know
but
y'all
wait,
seen
hey
situations like that.
Peanut,
Come on,
if anybody
we
in the
lost
chat is
Cherokee Tulu. I'm waiting for her to come back. Go
okay,
ahead.
if anybody in the chat that's on the laptop or at home and thing, copy the link for me so that way you can put it down in the chat when they want to ask for it. Cause I'm at work and I can't be just stopping and this that. So if anybody who's a mod, please put it in there in the chat for me if you're able to. If not, let me know. I'll be reading the comments and I can put it in the chat for y'all. But if you can, thank you so much.
Now back to Cherokee Tulu. Do you remember them old them? It don't even have to be church, but most of it was in the church. Now you remember the old elders and deacons and one of them old they're looking at you a certain way because you're a female. Now, have you ever been in a situation where you see some of them old that made you cringe a little bit because they trying to get a hug or a kiss off you? Go ahead, sis. You know I know what I'm talking about. Now come on now.
Ooh,
Come on now,
listen.
let's go back to the old days where they were forcing us to go to church. Now, come on now, let's go.
Before I get started, peace,
Girl, you
peace,
gotta tell
peace to
your
everybody
testimony
in
right
the
now.
chat and on this panel 504 Peanut Nola. Salute, salute, salute. This is like comical to me, but let me tell you, my brother, I
Salute,
hated church,
salute.
but there was some creepy ass old elders in church when I went to church, and they still are from this day. That's all I'm gonna say.
But
Yeah, because
There,
peace to the chat.
you
Peace
know,
to the chat
they
too.
looking at you and they be waiting. It be the old ones. Do y'all realize the old ones be
Come here, let me
lurking and
talk to you.
looking
Come here,
and like I told
come
you,
here,
I
let
done
me
had
talk
a
to
couple
you.
of old sisters in the church, and rather they let me kiss me on the cheek. Oh, you so cute. They coming for the lips, baby. They
Come here.
coming for the
Let me
lips, you
talk to you.
hear me?
They got a pocket full of change and little peppermints and candy. Want some candy? Come here, let me hide that shit. Come here. Got little peppermints and shit.
Peppermints and
Loose
everything.
change. You know, back then when we came up, back then a dollar used to go far when we was coming up.
let me
You
tell
know,
y'all,
Oh
back
that
in the
my
ain't
90s, a
Jim
God.
dollar used to
Jones'
go far.
mama. That
Is
is
this
not
our
his
nation of
mama.
people?
That's not his
Wow.
mama. I'm sorry.
But
That
wait,
is not
but
his
wait,
mama.
but wait. No, don't
We don't
forget.
do that we don't do that shit, man. That's not black
Wait,
people, man.
wait, Peanut. Kodak Black is another one. He was dancing with his mama and grabbing her booty and raising her dress up
What?
just a few weeks ago. Look it up. Look
Are
up
you kidding me?
Kodak Black. Matter of
Grabbing
fact,
on her booty. My mom would have punched the
when
shit
you
out of
get
me.
off this live, I'm gonna send that whole story, the video to you, and you're gonna be like, "What? WTF? Watch." I'm like, "Oh no, nigga, I don't do my mama like that. Nah, we ain't playing no game."
But look, we got a female on this panel, and I gotta ask her.
Hell
Is this
no, I'm not gonna be kissing my baby in the mouth like that. Hell no. We
no?
don't do
And
that
look, it ain't
shit.
like it was just a little lip chap, a little. Mwah. It wasn't like that. You talking about lip when you take your tongue and you
That's
teaching
not
somebody
his
how to
mama.
Nah,
tongue
Peanut.
kiss.
That's not his
Peanut.
mama.
You
Not
telling me
Peanut.
his mama didn't get a rose off that shit? Come on, man.
That's
Peanut.
That's
not
some
his
ill will
mama.
shit.
Peanut. You know damn well his mama is older, though. You know his mama. We grown, so ain't no way you gonna put boy. You gonna let your mama put her little dick in mouth, boy. Ain't no fucking way, boy. Man, your mama nasty in the mouth, boy. Your mama do things with her mouth. And you gonna come and put your little boy. You lucky that you lucky, boy. I was gonna say some disrespectful shit just now, but I caught myself. Cause ain't no
No,
goddamn way
but
your
y'all,
mama
but
out here
just
giving
yeah, do you
fellatio.
remember the Atlanta? You guys remember the Chrissy? His. I don't know if he married or finally married the poor girl, but the girl was like I say, she proposed to him, and then when it was time to marry, he had denied. He stopped the marriage. So did he finally marry the girl?
I don't know. I don't follow that shit no more. And I have to say that we should pull ourselves away from this shit because
I ain't
it
gonna lie,
don't
I've been
really
start watching
pertain
that
to
food.
us.
Yeah,
You
but
know
it
what
makes
I'm
us look
saying?
bad, man. It really does. Yeah,
But these
because
That's the
this is
people,
what
definition.
Peanut,
all them
listen,
years
That
we've
these
been talking about
Peanut,
the Caucasians and how they let horses and shit. They be screwing horses and cows and shit.
but that's
Nah,
the
we got our
definition
people
of.
doing.
But
but
that's
they
the definition of.
contracted with to do this shit, Peanut. They done contracted they soul out with these
But that's what
people.
I'm saying though. That's the definition of all money ain't good money.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you elevate, bruh, that shit you leave in the past. Because when you elevate yourself, you change your mindset and your thinking process, you're gonna be like, I don't want that in my life. I don't want that in my spirit. I don't want to be around that. So you're gonna start going to anything that's positive. And when you see stuff like that, you know, man, that shit ain't cool. Because guess what? If she did that, what else she fucking doing to
What
herself?
else she did?
But
But
Peanut,
she put him on
but
blast. You could have kept that shit if you look. Why
I
did
would
you
have, like
tell the
you said,
people?
I would have never told nobody that
I would have
shit.
never told no shit like that. Now
But
you opening up worms for your mama.
everything is not for social media. Everybody want to be social media famous.
Shout out
Everybody
to the
want to have
telepath
likes.
gone.
Everybody want to have likes, social media, do everything for that. But let me tell you, it goes back to you, yourself. You see what I'm saying? You have to understand, bro. Everybody is not on the same playing field. We gonna leave the ratchetness in the ghetto, in the ratchetness. Like Lyric them always say, this train is not for everybody. Either you're going to jump on this train or get left the fuck behind. Because there are some people I wouldn't even dot out my dough for. You see what I'm saying? Because doing stupid shit like that is unacceptable on all terms. You see what
And
I'm saying?
you mentioned about, do he know right from wrong? I don't care who you are, if you ever been molested, you know good and well kissing your mama ain't right. Kissing your damn daddy ain't right. That's some bullshit.
Oh Lord.
Man, I'm
That's
just
why
trying to tell you.
if that happened to you when you were young, but you're an older man now, so you should know better not to say
Bruh,
nothing.
how you
That's some
how
shit I
you sit
wouldn't,
up here.
unless you trying to get your mama in trouble, unless you
No,
trying to
man,
say
how you
something.
sit up here and actually let your mama sexually harass, sexually assault you as a minor? You see what I'm saying? You play a psychological game because every girl he went around, he gonna kiss in the mouth thinking that's cool because he learning it from home. See, all your teaching starts at the house. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's
I'm
what.
glad Cherokee Tulu here because I want to also explain not just about Jim Jones. Let's talk about DNA, and let's talk about Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole's been. See, this is what I be talking about: self hatred. This is what I talk about: self hatred. When it comes down to our people, you're still looking. She's still been looking all these years because she a little light red bone, and she went on there and took that DNA test. And now she going around thinking she says she Pomeranian, whatever the fuck, like a dog. She from the damn. Look, she a
Okay,
Pomeranian
that's
from
where.
fucking
Okay, that's
Siberia.
where I get off the
And
bus
then
at.
she says
I missed
she
my
got a little
stop.
white in her. She 39. She got more of these white people in her than she got black. And she's so proud of
Okay,
because
this where
she
I
did
get
her
off.
DNA
This
test.
what I
These
Let's
get
talk
ain't
off.
about this.
these ain't our people, man.
Okay, I'm finna get
I
off the
can't even.
bus.
I like my brother said, I'm gonna get off the bus. Can you open the door, please, at this stop right?
Shit, I ain't opening nothing. I'm about to bust it down. Damn opening the door. I'm trying to jump off this motherfucker while it's still going. Because I know damn well you didn't just accept a 23andMe DNA and gonna go around telling people that shit.
Yeah,
Man, they just did a
we do know her mother died, and she was always ashamed
peanut.
of her mother because her
Peanut.
mother had a drug
Peanut.
problem. She
Peanut.
didn't like her
Stop
mother.
that shit. Peanut, stop that fucking shit. Because you know fucking better. The best way to do your family is do your genealogy, and that's the only
She
proof you
didn't
gonna
do.
have.
She think genealogy is DNA.
Man,
She
okay,
think
I'm about to get off the fucking bus.
genealogy is DNA. This is where they have screwed Oprah ass. Got Oprah thinking she from the Zulu tribe. Oh, it's crazy.
Bruh, they
First
just,
lady, I'm
bruh,
with you. I'm going out the emergency exit.
I'm about to pull a level. Because ain't no fucking way. Look, boy, Peanut, check this out, bro. I sent you the video where they took a lizard DNA and sent it to 23andMe. The fucking lizard DNA come back and say he from West Africa. A lizard. Man, I'm about to get off this fucking bus. Drop me off.
I don't understand why nobody want to be a part of this land. Everybody's still trying to figure themselves out. Still trying to be, and these motherfuckers don't want you over there in Africa. All these other places are not begging for you to come over there. But yet
Hey, I'm going to roll
you
me a
fucking Negroes
motherfucking
are the
cone.
worst.
I'm going to roll me a cone, and I'm going to take the first plane to outer space because
I
these
don't
niggas
even
on
talk
Earth do
about
not
out
know
of
how to act.
Africa no more. That's irrelevant right now.
Because ain't
That
no
shit
goddamn way you're
dead.
going to sit here and tell me, you from Africa and this, that. I don't give a damn. But see, the thing is, we all caught up in the physical.
Movie in
The
the house.
physical.
Say it again.
See, we caught up in the physical. This shit you see us in right now, this is temporary. This body we in have an expiration date. You are God and the God doesn't die. This shit you in right now has an expiration date, and everybody has an expiration date. You see what I'm saying? That's why you here now to know thyself and learn the truth. So when you do elevate and go on to your next mission or your job or whatever, you gonna have the information in your head and your consciousness to know how to elevate yourself and maneuver. But when you stuck on stupid, I'ma leave them people stuck on stupid because you can't fix stupid. You see
See,
what I'm
my
saying?
brother,
And then y'all
when
too
you
old to be running around here acting stupid and speaking this dumb shit. Because ain't no way in the world
Exactly.
you going to sit up here and tell me Ancestry 23 and me going to tell you about yourself when that shit just came around years ago when you got Big Mama sitting in the house with all the education, the backstory you need in your house. See, man, let me go smoke something because this shit is stupid. Because ain't no
Well,
goddamn
you're
way.
speaking that truth, brother. You're on fire. And I think what people don't understand is it's amazing. I think we need to get a motherfucking school bus, ship their ass on the motherfucking school bus to get them to the airport, send their ass where they want to go. Because you truly don't want to be here.
You see,
I
you
mean,
don't.
what is it?
Peanut.
I don't
You,
understand.
bro, let me tell you something, Peanut. Saturday, I was I was in the car with my wife and my mother-in-law, and we was coming from the fish market in Kemah. She gonna tell me that I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to jump out the window when my wife was driving. She say, well, they laid up here and brought us over here on slave ship. I said, who they brought here? I said, well, they brought you on slave ship. I said, wait a minute. Well, I say, I'm not African. You're not African. Your daughter's not African.
First
So
lady,
what you?
it got me
So who you
cracking up.
talking about? Who you talking about? She said, when they brought us, I said, let me tell you something. I'm finna break this shit down to you right now, so you won't tell nobody else this bullshit. You from Africa? I'm gonna fix you up right now. Let me get a cup of coffee and some douce and roll me some. Hold what you got. So I went and sat down and talked to her. I said, let me tell you something. Your mama is from where? New York, okay? Your mama was born and raised in New York. Now, I say, Sonia, I said, that's my mother's name. Go get your birth certificate. Go get your birth certificate. Please hurry up. Let me show you something. The lies that they told you. So she went and got it. She went and got her birth certificate, and I said, what does it say on your birth certificate for race? Oh, it says Negro. So why doesn't it say African American? If you was from Africa, why does it say that? Oh, it say Negro. I say, because there's they came up with an out of Africa theory in 1924 to pass these laws to where it can mess over us. My wife grandmother is red, a fucking red bone with ain't no African feature. I said, man, these people done did a number on our people, and the fact that is, when you got older people stuck in their ways and don't want to learn, that's what pisses me off more. Because when you stuck in your ways, you turn off when the person trying to teach you. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want you going out here telling people you from Africa and they believe in this shit because it's a lie. Stop believing and carrying on a lie. You see what I'm saying? That's just like you going around telling people you believe in Santa Claus. Santa Claus is real. That nigga ain't real. He about as real as this lie you tell me we from Africa. It's in the pudding. Like it's sad that people just don't want to take the time out to know and learn thyself. If we took the same energy, let me tell you something. Chief Cali did a goddamn free genealogy program about a few months back before Christmas or Thanksgiving. A free genealogy program on with Chief Sundown and them. Y'all took advantage of that situation and went learn your family. You see what I'm saying? People are out here trying to help you find your fucking family and tell you about your family. But when you stuck on stupid and want to continue these lies,
Well, they got to get the feelings out of who you like and who you don't like in the community. All I want to see is just like Cherokee Tolu. It's all about progress. Every time I talk to, it's all about trying to get these laws together, trying to get get our nation back. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this. You got to understand that we the only people that can't be deported. And you got to understand this. There's a reason why your ass ain't deported. Now, if you are truly foreigners, why you not deported like the Mexicans and
oh,
everybody
another
else?
thing. I got a question for him. I told my mother-in-law. I say, mother-in-law, I would cash app you $100 right now. If you from Africa, tell me where you're from in Africa. Now, $100 is yours. I want to know exactly what country, what country, what part, and everything. You can tell me that. I'll give you $100 right now. I'll cash app it to you right now. If you can give me that information. Or better yet, what great grandfather you know came from Africa? Because guess what? I sat down and did my homework, and ain't nobody in my motherfucking family is from Africa. All my family is from Louisiana. in a little small country town in Louisiana. So with that being said, my great grandfather was in the military, was already here in Louisiana in
It was
1906.
kinda.
You
And
see what I'm saying?
that's facts, bro. But and I'm gonna tell you like this. They got people who are, and I say this all the time. I mean, you got to look at the African dynamic right here, and you see the people. I see it as it is. These people know that we were already here. These people know, and they have messed us up as far as like everything, man. Our mental stage going into their schools being we're being trained by teachers that are teaching us the European teaching. They're not teaching you the way of the land or where you come from. And then they have whitewashed everything. They have done these things. These are Jim Crow acts. And y'all got to understand these things, you got to make it make sense. If you were truly from Africa, don't give me those shit, man. Y'all will be still speaking African. Don't tell me you would have some kind of something from Africa that you still have. They can't wipe your damn, y'all wipe you away like that, man.
That's
They
the
can't
fact.
wipe your language away like that.
No, that's just like they can't do none of that. They can't do no more than you allow them to do. You see what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself one question: what is they trying to hide? Why is we the only people on the face of this earth being reclassified every damn time? And also ask yourself, why is it we the only race on the face of this earth get the shorting of the stick every time? Without us, them motherfuckers would be still in the goddamn caves playing with each other, shitting and pissing and drinking it like it's Kool-Aid. You see what I'm saying? And, man, what I'm trying to tell everybody is, bro, we have to get ready for whatever coming after this. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, there's going to be some blood shed against that, and we know that. But we have the ancestors already left the shit here for us. You see what I'm saying? We have to get out this physical realm and get to the spiritual part of it. Because when you do astrology, you start learning about yourself and knowing yourself and knowing what your purpose is and with your moon night, the day moon and night moon and all this, it makes a big difference in your life because when you know your purpose, you can only focus on your purpose and leave the bullshit behind because you trying to get to where you trying to go and get to your highest self as possible.
Facts.
For those who just came in the chat, remember that we were talking about Jim Jones, his mother, his loving mother. It was revealed that Jim Jones reported that his loving mother, as a young man around 10 years old, taught him how to tongue kiss. I found it very disturbing. I never heard of nothing of a melanated person or melanated people doing that. So let me know in the chat what you think, because I have never heard of melanated people or mamas are tongue kissing them to teach them how to kiss and how to.
Hey,
If she would
like
teach him how to tongue kiss, would she teach him how to do other things? We
I
want to
didn't
know.
like I didn't like when my mama used to when I was small. She used to take her spit and try to get the cold out your eyes. Man, if you don't get away from me, you put your lips on your nah. Cause you gotta think about it, man. We grown now, so we do the same thing our parents was doing. So you mean tell me, no, no. My daughter don't even much. My wife don't even let told my daughter when she was 5 years old, don't drink behind no damn body. I don't care who they is, your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your sister, nobody.
Okay, I'm gonna say this now. A mother's love is a mother's love. Yeah, your mom gonna
Right,
kiss you
right,
on the cheek, clean out your eyes, caress you, make you feel safe. You know what I'm saying? It's a
right.
difference in the two. Now, when you talking about, some other shit that's leading to this, the tongue, no, that's not what that is. But it's a
No, that's
difference in the
sexual.
two. You right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just gonna say, nah, that ain't his mama.
No,
No
that's
mama
his
does that to their babies. You
that's
know
Well,
his
what I'm
Chief,
saying?
let
lover.
me tell you, Chief, this Tulu. Let me ask you this quick. I gotta ask you this. Do you believe that's some of the reasons why men cannot be? And I'm not saying all these mothers, because it's not all, but do you think that a lot of these mothers and fathers, remember this, is that the reason why some of our brothers and sisters don't know how to treat each other? Like king and queen. Is that really? Are we really that damaged, and we just really don't know?
As it comes to our brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying. This is a very a great topic to be discussing because we have gotten to the point where, first of all, I'm gonna just put it out there. Some women have to be accountable for the way that they're trying to raise their children. Not all of them. We got we trying to push our children out here at an early age without them having a strong foundation to stand on. You can't do that. So
That's right.
when the babies are lacking and there's no, foundation for them to stand on, and they can be solid and guarded and protected as they step out into this world, it's not happening. None of these children today is getting that. We could say that when we were coming up, some of us, but that's not what's going on today. We don't talk to each other as man and woman, soul brother and soul sister. We always got these people in our business, and we got to get back to that.
Well, that's what I try to tell. I want the sisters to understand that your young men are not your man. That your young men,
Exactly.
despite what goes on with relationships, whatever you had problems with the man they are not your man. They are
At
exactly what
all.
they is. They're your child.
You
You got
got
to
some
you got to
sisters out
separate the
here,
difference.
they talk to their sons like they grown ass men. You ain't supposed to do that. You're not even, being loving and nurturing to your little boy. That's being in an unsafe environment. As he is in his home, out in school, in the public, how are you supposed to feel safe? That ain't the way he's supposed to be talked to. We
Are
got
we
to
too
start
sexual
protecting our
as
babies.
a group, as a Aborigine group? Are we too sexual?
Hell
I
yeah,
remember
we
when I
are.
was young.
Because listen,
Go
we
ahead.
keep ourselves in the physical. The physical got us so messed up right now. I have learned energy is everything.
Get a child.
And if you're not trying to learn somebody's mind
Sister
before
Zone.
you learn a private part, that's a problem.
We got
That's a
Annette B.
problem.
Shout out to
And you know
Annette
what's
B and Pony
crazy?
Locks.
And you know what's crazy, Cherokee? You know what's crazy? Me and Telepack the Don build offline all the time. And I never met this brother face to face, but we always chopping it up. We've been friends. We've been friends for about 2 years now. We've been chopping it up this and that. And that was one of the main things he talked about is the energy. And to say we never met each other face to face, just the energy that we have when we catch up with one, it's the energy that keep us together and we vibe on because we're on the same frequency. See, when you're in that 969 and 515 frequency, it'll mess a lot of people up, man. You gotta get that frequency going. When you're on that level, can nobody stop you?
Yeah. You just can't be out here giving up your energy. You got to protect your energy. The physical ain't that important no more.
It ain't.
And let me tell you, by them putting the juice for you to take now, they have made it. You better protect yourself because that out here laying down with people who done took that shit, you better think twice and you better start asking before you start laying down with folks. It is
What I
not a
always,
game no more
boom,
out
what I
here.
always told you, Peanut. What I always told you from day one, I used to never started a lie. I said, bro, we instead of us jumping in the bed, we need to know who we dealing with before we go on with this person because they go from male or female. We need to start learning who we dealing with because it can be 18 years of pain and heartache, or it can be 18 years of loving and happiness.
And
It's
you
up
know
to you.
what? You got to even teach your children about energy. You got to teach
Woo,
them about
Lord.
it. You got to
You
let
know,
them know that anybody in their presence where it's not good, hey, you got to get them out of there. We have got to stop just jumping in bed with people and just getting physical. Know the mind first. Because I tell you what, I'm done. The next person I get with, I want to know your mind before I know anything else about you.
don't you know
Right?
you can make? Don't you know a man and a woman can make each other?
Man, y'all talking so good. Let me tell you something. When you talk about energies and entities, you not lying. Whatever,
Yeah, because you
who
can
you sleep with can look. Let me tell y'all something. A
look.
lot of y'all dealing with damaged people, and they putting their energy inside you.
And not only just that, Peanut, you have to look at if you in the same frequency with your mate, male or female, you can make that person climax without even having sex. You just got to
It's
get on the
crazy,
same
man.
frequency.
I have never thought that I could sit here and like I said, I've been watching through the grapevine. I've been getting a chance to take a look at certain situations and everything. And like I said, these celebrities, man, they really, we got people who live by watching. It's all about wealth. It's all about watching people spend money. Look, you ever seen window shoppers? Let me tell you something. When you go to Facebook, my about I will give you a percentage of 70% of the people that follow you on Facebook are not following you because they like you. They're following you to see your journey. And whether you crumble or in success, most of these people are following you because they want to see your journey. And they want to see your journey because they want to see you succeed.
Is he still here, 504? Because I don't hear
What's
anything.
that?
Peanut, I don't hear anything.
Oh, he
Yeah, he
must have to
fell
back
off.
out. He
He
must have
fell
to
off.
sell out because it's
Yeah.
an exception or something wherever he's at. That's what I try to tell people, man. Like the energy, see, that's why I think Telepack the God sent
Mm-hmm.
me a picture one day of a man and a woman, but it was transferring energy from one to another through sex or whatever. But he sent me another video, I mean a photo where a woman was like saying, feed my brain and I feed your heart. And there was something like how where like they was communicating and he was trying to get her to climax through information and brain and knowledge. See, a lot of women not into just sex like man and woman. See, a lot of women like to be fed knowledge and see educated. And some women not on the same frequency. A lot of women like to pick your brain and see how much you know and what you know and where you coming from before they go home. You see some of them young teeny boppers. Well, I ain't gonna say young teeny boppers. You got some
Let me
older
know
teeny.
if y'all still buffering because I had a phone call and when people call me on the phone, that was my son. When it called you on it would have froze you up. So let me know if y'all see in the chat y'all can hear the panel talk. Let me know if y'all can
Say,
hear me
bro.
talk now.
Say, bro, you got one more time to interrupt me with your rude ass.
Well,
in the
you the
middle of a
interrupter. You
conversation.
the number one interrupter I ever
You
known.
got one more goddamn time to
You the
interrupt
number
me.
one
It's gonna
interrupter
be
I ever
some
known.
fucking
You half
furniture
of my
moving.
lives be messed up because of your ass. Get out of here with that. Hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, I'm here. I can hear.
Yeah, all. I mean, it's when we, like I said, when you know, it's these energies that we're put. They are demons that basically, and I'm not talking about the religious demons. That's what y'all got to get off. I'm talking about an evil entity that gets into people. Okay, um, only an evil entity will allow a mother to tongue kiss her son. That is not normal. Only an evil entity would want to tongue kiss her son and want to teach that as like that's teaching him how to kiss.
Like you said, Peanut, that comes natural.
That's a
I don't care.
natural thing.
Natural.
You don't force sex and things like that. That's something that just happens. Do y'all remember the time where people used to meet each other randomly and there wasn't no social media and they had conversations and they respect the woman that before they got to even think about having sex, they wanted to have conversation. And they would talk on the phone all night. It was before they even thought about was under the
It's
skirt.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Right. What happened to them days?
Oh,
What
social
happened?
media. Social media.
Social media has destroyed us as a people. Even though it
I
has
don't
its
do it that
purpose.
much no more. You got to pull back from it because it absorbs all your energy.
But that's why people be wondering why I don't be on as much as other people. I
Exactly.
I see brothers out here that I mean I be like I love to give them a thumbs up, but I can't consume myself into
Mm-mm.
social media like other people. I gotta give my mind a clear mind, and then I gotta give the people. If I'm on all the time, then it's gonna be boring. I got to soak up some shit in my mind that I can get back to give to the people. So if I'm doing it every goddamn day, then I gotta keep information don't just go like that. I don't just
Yeah,
want to just do it for the views. I want to do it for the information. I want to do it for the people.
exactly. It's more going on out here, you
Some people
know.
made this shit their job now. Let me stop.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh
pull,
Lord.
you gotta pull back, save your energy, there's other things out here to be done, it's we so far behind. We gotta get caught up.
We so far behind on knowledge, man, and just us coming together and having a wholesome conversations. And let me tell you something. I watched it on, like I told you, these social media outlets like Facebook, and certain people just come to watch. They'll follow you, they'll subscribe to you, like to follow you on Facebook, and some of them won't even say good morning to you. Some people
Hmm.
don't even, they just want to observe what you're doing in your life. Some people follows you and some people window shop. That's why I tell people don't be thinking that people are doing so well. They got people only going to show you what they're going to show you. Everybody's not going to show you their struggles in life. That's why you got to love who you are and stop worrying about what other people got. Understand that you don't know what the struggles that these people are consuming in their life. Just because they show you some stuff, they ain't showing you everything. And you envy people. You looking at these people like, man, I wish I had this. I wish I had what that person have. You gonna do better than that person. You don't know these people life. And that's just what I feel like. Cherokee Tulu.
Exactly.
We got to focus on nature and focus on us as a nation of people. And we'll never get to us. And I keep talking about y'all, we talk about finding who we are, get the laws and get all our treaties. But you got to understand, if you can't build tribes, if you can't work with your own offspring, your children, you're never going to be able to build these tribes.
Yeah, because I took time out. I've been visiting my brothers since after Christmas. So I'm up here visiting them, and I should be going back home, but
So what state you visit?
In Indiana. So I'm up,
Indiana. That's where my
yeah.
Indiana is where my auntie live in Indiana.
Okay,
Indiana.
yeah.
I
So
be
I'm
down
taking,
in Indianapolis a lot. She used to live in Muncie, out Indiana. She had moved from New Orleans to Muncie. Then she didn't. Her husband came up in the world, and then they moved to Indianapolis. But she retired teacher. He's retired. He worked at a factory for many years. So they just sit at home. All their children are out and about living their life. One in Michigan, one in Texas, one in Atlanta. So you want your offspring to do proud of you, but you got to teach them about who they are. You got to teach them the other side of which is lost.
right.
It's okay to educate them about what the white, some of these schools about with the white man, but you got to focus on us, and that's what we got to do.
I agree. I agree.
Because I have fell back on certain things that I see. I try to stay out of mess. I try to stay. I don't want to be on one person's side. I kind of like when I'm the type of person. The people who support me, I support them, and I try to stay out of the mess. Even if there's somebody that I support and they beefing with somebody, I just don't get a part of that. I just continue supporting that person, and it doesn't matter because ain't nobody should make you choose in this realm. This is social media. You guys should not let anybody bully you into who you want to follow and who you want to support.
Facts.
Realize that what we're in it for is bigger than just the views.
Yeah, I just pulled back because I was like, it's more going on, and I want to go ahead and finish my nationality so I can come back and show people,
Right.
so they can do it. And I've been around, I've been listening. So just because I haven't been,
Shout out to
on
Granny Baby.
YouTube, I just been sitting back listening to everything. But yeah,
Renee.
I'm gonna come back here and show people what they need to know. I don't care if it's
Well,
one
I
step
tell
at a
you this, I've
time.
been so thankful for you and the support that you have. You keep me energized. You keep me wanting to keep doing it. And like I said, one day we're all gonna come together. We all gonna see each other. We all gonna do the righteous thing. We're gonna buy. And let me tell you something. We inheriting land, and I want people to buy land. I want them to do both
Yeah.
because we can't just keep sitting back waiting. We gotta go do
Nah,
both.
we do. We really do.
We gotta
Like you
keep on.
said,
Yes, we gotta open up businesses.
yes. And speaking of that, I have taken time out and I decided to I don't have a website yet. So right
Thomas.
now I just opened up my little business, Tulu's Roots and Things, where I'm selling natural herbs.
All
So
right.
yeah, so I'm trying to heal my people and everything. So I'm kind of excited about it. But yeah, whatever you guys want to do,
Well, I'm
do
gonna
it.
be as long
Don't
as you
let
on
nobody
this, as
stop
long as you
you.
come over here, I'm gonna be broadcasting it on my network and the Wolfpack network. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my new slogan now. We the wolf, y'all. I'm the silver wolf in my Wolfpack. You know what I'm saying? So. Well, I'm gonna make sure that everywhere I go, no matter if it's TikTok, because I got a big following over there. I actually got more people follow me on TikTok than all my platforms. It's crazy.
Right. But yes,
I,
Peanut, our people, they got to start doing
I
what they
almost got
love to do.
10,000 subscribers over there.
They got to start doing what they love to do out here, no matter what it is.
Yes, and grow vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Start gardening more. Start doing more outdoor events. Grow, plant trees when they replace trees. Let's start replenishing the mother of Turtle Island.
And you know what? I said we should be walking around here dropping seeds everywhere.
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 Everywhere. Because this is the reason, and I have said this many times. This is the reason why there is these diseases coming here, because you pulling trees. Trees are actually is a defense mechanism that keeps a lot of diseases away from our areas.
Hmm.
And and why everybody's building houses and they're not putting trees back, they're cutting down, putting highways, and you see more animals running on them because they're destroying
It's
nature.
sickening. It's sad, and not only that the trees. I mean, we got mushrooms that grow out of the
Right.
trees. We got pine needles from the pine trees that you could use that they destroy. All these herbs, but they just, as they say, they're weeds. But I just think, and I sit back, I was like, we should be just dropping seeds all over this land.
All over this land. We up there doing. You see these people on TikTok. They're doing these little challenges. You see them on Facebook. Everybody got a challenge, Facebook challenge, and all. I challenge everybody to drop seeds everywhere they live.
Okay.
How about that? Now, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, exactly, Peanut. Exactly.
Let's drop some seed. Let's try to replenish this land that the white man has been destroying.
What they gonna do?
What they gonna do? We ain't got enough. Look, come on now. You ain't got enough. I keep telling people, drop them fruit seeds. Get all the fruits and vegetables everywhere. I don't care. You know how many wooded areas that just don't have nothing, and it's just standing around. You go through country land, or you go through you just see this vacant area that don't have nothing. Man, go over there and drop some seeds and pass around and grab the merge. Ain't nobody minding that.
Absolutely.
And if we think like that, and we think together, and we draw attention to ourselves, let me tell you something. There are homeless people that should not be homeless under the bridge. Now, yes, we have mental health people, but let me tell you something. If we want to keep people from not being hungry, them seeds that you're dropping, you can stop and pull a whole thing of oranges and fruits and stuff and go under the bridge and just reach it to people. It does not hurt to do good in this world.
Not at all.
They feed dogs and cats. These motherfuckers pick up dogs and cats and treat. Now, I ain't saying that you got to treat the dogs and cats wrong. I said humans don't get much as the dogs and cats.
There's a purpose why we here. First purpose is to take care of one another. Right. Second purpose is to take care of the land. You take care of the animals. Nobody should be growing hungry. I don't even let a cat or a dog starve. I don't give a damn what's going on.
Maria in the house.
But that's just
Junior in the house.
But like you said, my brother, we should be dropping seeds and, replenishing the land back to the way it used to be. And I thank you for having me on here. And
you always welcome here. And like I said, shout out to all I consider you a matriarch, all the matriarchs out there.
Yes, my sisters and them, I be watching, I be sitting back listening to everything my sisters and them be going. I gotta call my sisters too and see what's up.
Yes, so, and there's a lot going on, and there's a lot of
I've seen it.
I don't know what's going on in the community with with our brothers and sisters out here that's really attacking each other. I hope that I don't gain enemies like that. I hope and pray that nobody come after me. But let me tell you something. If they do, they're gonna, I know how to handle me. Okay, but I don't deal with I know how to handle me, but I don't deal. I just gonna, I'm for the people, man. I'm not for all the popularity. I'm gonna, if I gotta stay where I'm at and don't ever move another subscriber, and I just deal with the people who subscribe to me, I'm good with that.
Exactly. But peace and much love to you, my brother, and you be safe out there in them streets. And much love to the chat. Be safe. Don't be falling for this this juice and a needle and everything. And stay protected.
Stay protected. And
be back with you, my brother.
All right, thank you so much.
Peace.
And I want, once again, I want to thank everybody who has participated in the chat. I want to thank everybody. Remember that this live was about Jim Jones. Remember that this live was about Jim Jones and his mother. His mother taught him how to kiss. Now he slipped and say his mother taught him how to kiss, but she didn't just puckle him on the lips. She didn't just puckle him on the cheeks. She tongue kissed him. Let that sit in, that she tongue kissed her son to teach her son how to kiss. And I just thought that this was so nasty that I have never, ever, with our people, we just don't do shit like that. Thank you so much, Thomas. Thank you so much. With our people, we just don't do shit like that. So just like we call out the pale face for having sex with animals, we gotta call out our own people for doing shit like this. I mean, I cannot believe what I've been seeing. And then don't forget that the young lady, Keisha Cole, who out here thinking she's so happy to find out from DNA, which we don't believe in the DNA, that she's a Pomeranian, she's a Siberian, half 39% Siberian, and she's got white in her blood, and she's so proud to know who she is, and she know herself now. And she's no different than Oprah Winfield, who think that she comes from the Zulu tribe. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said, we got a lot of mess with our own people, a lot of mess out here, confusion with our own people. The confusion with our own people is deadly. No wonder Jim Jones could not treat Chrissy the way he should have been able to treat his wife or his soon-to-be wife. He couldn't even marry that woman because he is still stunned when he got his mother got him that way. Misguided souls, my God. Misguided souls. And you just don't understand. Well, she said on her show, she was half Italian, half black. And I don't have no problem with they want. She want to do her DNA, whatever. But she has to understand that the white people do the DNA test and they put anything inside you. Anything to relieve you or from being here. Your generations, you cannot fall that many generations to go all the way to West Africa. You can't go that many generations to find that if you are a so-called African American that are aborigine to this land. I want you guys to understand that these people have used, if you're getting your information from the white man, why would you believe that shit? Why would you believe that? Somebody taking your urine or taking your blood and they ship that shit off somewhere where you don't even fucking know and they just making shit up and you got to spend money on that. You got to spend money on that. And you think that the Italians gonna welcome her ass in the family? Her black ass? Italians are some of the most racist people. These people have raped our people. They have a lot of our people been raped by them. So she might have a little bit of that inside of her. No doubt. And that's a fact, Keisha Cole. They still look at your ass as a ghetto black woman. They don't see your ass as Italian. The Italians are some of the most racist people that you have ever seen. Nasty racist people. Yeah, her mother looked like an American Indian to me. Everybody, some people don't want pony locks. A lot of people don't love their own skin. They don't love the way they look. It was a Michael Jackson syndrome. Understand the Michael Jackson syndrome. You are not alone. Michael Jackson didn't truly love who he was. He hated the way he looked. He said he was ugly. He was traumatized by these Europeans who have made up this world of the black doll. It's ugly, and the white doll is beautiful. We have been traumatized as a nation of people. We have been hurt as a nation of people. We have been raped as a nation of people. And you think that they will love you. You know it, greedy vegan. You really believe that these people care enough about you to tell you about your DNA, and you're going to piss, and you're going to give them your DNA. The more and more that you just, separate yourself from your own land, the more that you keep telling yourself that you don't belong in a place that you do belong, the more that you say that you're not of this continent. They have done you so wrong that you don't love it here no more. And I don't blame some of our ancestors, some of our melanated people who felt when they came from the wall, down in the 50s, in the 60s, when they came from the wall, they fought for this country to come back. When the Tuskegee Airmen came from war, and they came back to nothing. They tried to force Muhammad Ali to go to war. For what? When the other country is out there treating them with respect and dignity. When they come home and they look at what they come home to, who could blame our ancestors? Who can blame them? They'll rather die for this motherfucker than want to live in this motherfucker. Because when they come back home to reality. The times of them killing Emmett Till, the times of them murdering Emmett Till by a woman who said that the boy had whistled at her. And this woman had, I don't know if she's dead, but she to her death. She lived to be 80-something years old, still living, or I don't know if she's dead or whatever. It's hard to kill bad grass. It's hard to kill bad grass. But you think that these people love you. It was just yesterday. It wasn't that long ago. Tulsa, Oklahoma building. They say pick yourself up by your bootstraps. And these people did more than pick themselves up by their bootstraps. They built a city. And they fought, and they fought, and they fought. They had their own banks. They had their own the money. So don't tell me what we can't do as a nation of people. All you got to do is look what the Tulsa, Oklahoma brothers and sisters do. All you got to do is talk about the people who done, one of them Black Wall Streets down in New York. All these different ports and all these different places where melanated people were thriving. It can repeat itself if you allow it. You can go back to being powerful, or you can be back to holding your hands out for a government that don't love you, want to give you assistance for food stamps, want to give you assistance for welfare, but they don't want to keep you locked up in a project. You think they want to see you win? When they show you're bad, when they built them projects not for you. Go look at the history of the projects that were built in New Orleans, Chicago. They were not built for melanated black people. They were built for white people. And when they stopped fixing the maintenance and stopped cleaning, them people left off. They gave them houses. They gave them fucking low-class people. They gave them land. They gave them houses, affordable houses. And when they people walked off from military, they got houses off the land that belonged to you. And you don't see it. All the time we looked in some of these books and library, we see our people hung on trees and not understand that was brothers and sisters who had land patents. There was no slaves. Them particular people who was on ropes, they were being burned because they were taking what their land from them. They were taking their land patents for them. They got people who they got stores that's sitting on your land right now. It's sitting on your land right now. You see these people hung in a tree and they sat on fire and they sit around with their young children watching and they smiling and they taking pictures of what they done because they were using them as trophies. That was Indians that they were taking land from. You wonder why the National Football League removed the Redskins and removed the Cleveland Indians, because they was getting too close. The Native Americans did not want that up because that was disrespectful to them, not disrespectful to us. Because they seen the world was starting to put 2 and 2 together and see who them people really look like and who them people really was. Soxy in the house. Soxy Martin in the house. And you got to understand what they were doing. They knew who you were. But there were savages breaking down doors, going in there, dragging the man out the house. Dragging the man out the house. And they didn't get the women, they got the man so they could set an example. And they took the land that belonged to people who inherited this land because we were the first in this land. We've been born to this land. It hurts me to see our people so gullible to not understand. And you would rather listen to the history that's been taught to you by Europeans, because you got to understand the United Kingdom owns America. The Queen owns America. They brought their people, they savages. They came down here and they overtook people that were already here. It's like William Penn stated. He said they look like Ethiopians. He said the settlers, the people that were already here, they look like Ethiopians. We were here before 1492. And we're getting tired to have to prove of our bloodline. We're getting tired to listen. Well, they're talking about we culture vulture, but I'll be damned that everybody have taken from melanated people. The way we dance, the way we sung, how much we have contributed to this country. We not only built this country, every successful artist that came out of this country that they enjoy. Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin, so many great singers, Whitney Houston. We Prince. All these white people be screaming at Prince, screaming at Michael Jackson, and they all look like you and me. But they want you for entertainment. They want you for entertainment. Go on, boy. Go on, boy. Drop it like a hot. Drop it like a hot. Go on, boy. Shake that ass. Come on, lady. Shake that ass. I'm telling you. Go on, boy. Do your tap dancing for the master. Go on, boy. And you understand your power, understand your spiritual realm. You gonna understand your energy, and nobody can take anything away from you because you are powerful. Let me tell you something. When they see that spiritual realm, that spiritual, it ain't the God of the white Jesus. It ain't the God of the sky daddy. It's you that has that energy, that energy, that high energy inside you. And when they see that, they know, when you know clearly how spiritual and powerful you are, they're going to walk away. They fear your power. They fear your strength. And as I close, I'd like to thank everybody. I'd like to thank everybody that showed up today. Remember, please press a like and subscribe to Peanut Nola 504. Help me get this video up to 1K. Remember that this is an Aborigine perspective. Today we did a little open panel, and shout out to Cherokee Toulouse and 504 Indigenous Warrior. Remember to subscribe to the brother and the sister that came on today and made this live what it is today. If you would like to donate to the channel, to the Cash App, you know, whatever you want to do to help the channel, it is what it is. I don't care if it's $1, $2, $3. If you like what you're listening to, if you like what I say, if you want to support the channel, please support the channel. You know, yeah, it is what it is. You hear me? But shout out to Annette B. Shout out to ICN Network. Okay. Shout out to Pony Locks. Shout out to the Blue Lord 888. Shout out to Cherokee Tulu. Shout out to Thomas Dotson Jr. Shout out to Renee. Definitely shout out to Renee, and shout out to Big Dog Philly. Shout out to Moon Fee. Shout out to Shoxy Martin. Shout out to you. And for those who I did not get, if I didn't get you, shout out to Sagittarian Jones. It's great to see you, Sagittarian Jones. I haven't seen I haven't seen you in a while. Thank God you caught my live. Please share the video if you can share and help my video. Please share it. Big Dog Philly. Let me tell you something. Big Dog Philly has a nice channel, y'all. Please go over there and support the brother. He's always on that talking about food, vegan. He has all the things that we need to talk about when it comes down to our health. Shout out to I want to shout out to Chief Sunow and the Matriarchs and everybody else. If I didn't get your names, whatever. Shout out to 111 Truth Searcher and Aborigine TV, Aborigine Power. So many channels. That if I didn't call your name, you know, in my heart, in my mind, in my soul, if I didn't call your name, I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? But I'm about to head out of here, and I would like and just really, really grateful for all the people that showed up today in the chat. Keep supporting everybody. Keep giving that energy to everybody. Much love. I'm gonna do this one more time. Remember that. Leave a like. Remember, come on now, and remember, it was an Aborigine perspective today. You guys have a great night, and I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? I actually had a great night, so we're gonna get this thing out of here. Halito, and I'm out of here. to my Wolfpack gang, remember that the opinions in the chat may not reflect the opinions of Peanut Nola 504 in his Aborigine channel. Wolfpack, you guys have a nice one. Ow!